Yeah, it's your boy Marcus back for a video on Spiritual Academy. Today we're going to be talking about our connection to the divine source. Alright y'all, so as we all know, right, the saying is that we are all one, like love and light, right? What does love and light mean? What does we're all one mean, right? So that's what we talk about today. But I guess love and light, it means that we are light beings, right? We are the source, right? And it's a thing that Billy Carson said, how he believes that we are all living in a light matrix, right? Everything is light, just how everything around us is energy, right? What is energy? Light, energy, right? Frequencies. There's frequencies all around us. Everything is vibrating, right? Everything is energy. Everything is us as well, because, right? Everything is on the outside, just a projection of what's on the inside, right? Understand that. So that means you are all of creation. You are connected to all of creation, right? You are all of creation. Now you have that connection to all of creation. That means possibly you can incarnate into every form of creation, right? You have that ability. You have that naturally because you are source, right? We are all source, right? We all, and then I done a video. If y'all go back and watch the ET and Starseed video a couple days back, it spoke about this, how, they said Mother God and Father God consciousness, nothing ever separates. That's the thing. See, it's certain things I'm still learning, certain beliefs I'm still learning from that video, that I'm still, maybe not, because everything is source, right? So there was really no splitting of that, because everything is source. Whether it is, you call it space, there's this different timelines, different dimensions, everything is source. Even the dimensions, all these realms are source, right? Different expressions of source, so different aspects of source, just like we are all still source though. Like there's no in between, but we just choose to have our own life experiences, right, that co-create with the one source, right, that we all come from, that everything in the universe comes, and everything in the omniverse comes from, right? So yeah, that's the main thing. So we are all source. That's what I said. We are all connected. We are all one, because we are all one, right? I'll try to link the video. It's called Samahati down below, and it talks about the illusion of the ego self, the illusion of you and I, and oh, you're you and you're you, because different faces, different avatars, different avatar colors, and we're gonna touch on this. We're going deep on this today, okay? So yeah, but there's one thing I want to speak about, because people always say, oh my gosh, right? At the core, we're all one, because even though we have our own souls, right, and we have our own soul path, and we choose to, okay, let me incarnate on this timeline to do this, or we all have our own path. We can freely do what we want, right? We have that free will choice that the Creator gave us, right? Because we are also creators. This is the same thing. We are source, right? So we are all one, right? It's just that the lower your frequency, the lower that knowledge. So the higher you go, the higher you understand source and God. People want to say God, I don't really like that word. I don't like any titles they give for source, right? Because these words that we're not supposed to be using. So these words are just titles that we use to explain things in the human way, right? Not necessarily egoic avatar, but it's more like this is how we have to learn how to do this. Some people can learn through having spiritual experiences, stuff like that. So, but we feel the oneness between everything, because we are all one. We all have the connection. We all come from source. We all come from that source consciousness, right? That divine energy that people always say, right? You have Mother God, Father God. You have two different aspects of the whole source, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine, which we both have both energies within our body to balance out, right? But talk about twin flames. Twin flames is that other half of your soul. Not really a half of your soul, but it is your soul in that avatar, right? Because on higher realms, y'all may incarnate. Let's say y'all incarnate on Lyra, which is a higher realm. Y'all, I think when you come in physical realm, it depends on what you want to do. You could your whole soul incarnate into one body, or you could choose to use a part of your soul to go in that body, which is people call twin flames, right? Twin flames in this situation, right? But twin flame is you. It's your soul. It's just who you are, right? Which is God, which is source. Just like all of us are the spirit, the consciousness, the light body that inhabits the body, that is source. We are source, right? But we have our own soul and spirit that choose to incarnate and have certain experiences to grow as a soul, right? That's the thing. That's how we come to earth. Earth is a school. Earth is a school, dude. We in school right now. We doing our homeworks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. But it's exactly like that. But and this is why it's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? I ain't let me and I'll speak about this later, because I ain't, you know, keep certain things to myself that is not into fruition fully yet, right? But anyway, anyway, yeah, but it's all about who you are, right? It's all about your connection that you have. Everyone has their own special connection, connects in different ways, right? But we all have that same source connection, that same consciousness, right? All of our consciousness, that's why they say collective consciousness, unity consciousness. All that is us connecting that back into one, to make connecting that back into one, coming to that source whole consciousness again, and us being on the same accord to create the reality that all of us can live in peace and harmony in. So, and that's why Earth is separate from that. It's duality consciousness, right? You can choose to be negative, you can choose to be positive, you can choose to be a little negative and a little like you can. That's why a lot of souls flock here, because they want to experience Earth. Like, it may not be like that all the time, but it's like, yes, it is. You know, and Isis Wilson spoke about this too as well. Go back and watch her live, and just look up Isis Wilson. I ain't gonna always link, because I just want to go in, upload. You know what I'm saying? Upload, boom, edit a little bit, little song in the back, we good, right? But yeah, Isis Wilson spoke about this. She was like, how, you know, I've heard some people come back just for the experience. They just love that human experience. They can't let it go, right? Or it's certain things like, oh man, I love that cheeseburger at McDonald's, bro. Let me go back to the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some souls choose to come back for certain reasons. It just depends on their particular soul, right? If they choose to come back, right? Hey, all I know is when 5D hit, we out, man. We up in the 5D, man. We creating up there. That's what I'm heading next. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, it's like, we are all source, right? But when we come down to a 3D ego, attachment, duality, world, and consciousness, we forget that, right? We're always that source. Don't get it twisted, right? We're in source right now. This earth is source. The realm outside of this realm is source. Everything is source. We're in source, having this experience, right? Boom. We were never separated. We just chose to go out and have our own experiences within the source universe, the source dimensions and realms, right? So that's all it is. And to create, let's go here, man, let's create this, right? You know what I'm saying? So we just go and create. I just feel like when you come to this realm, you guys, they push so much fear on you to forget the love, right? And the high vibration that we all have, right? And it's just, they make you fear being yourself. This is who we are. You know what I'm saying? This is who we are. This is where we come from. This is who we truly are, not who they make you out to be. You know, and it's sad because I always see people, you know, let's say I go into Walmart or go into Target, right? I always see people around us like, I hold no negative emotion for nobody. Like, I'm just starting to see everybody as, damn, bro, that's my brother. You know, that's just a soul that chose to incarnate, to have his experience, to be low, to be at that vibration, to be at that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe there are other beings, so-called NPCs, right? That these beings on the planet, these inorganic beings on the planet, so-called inorganic beings on the planet, who are just playing roles. We're all just playing roles at the end of the day, right? They're playing roles, we're playing roles, right? But they just chose to take over the shit, and it's time for us to rise back. So they losing their control. That's why they created all these agendas, because they knew for a specific time, y'all was not gonna have that much time on this realm, and their time is up. So yeah. Anyway, they're doing certain things to weather the fools, right? It's all understanding this. Like, yes, there is duality, right? The dark cannot exist without the light, and the light without the dark. So there has to be a balance between both, right? To keep everything in balance, right? Just boom, just like that. So people are like, oh no, they're not even really bad. It's just, no, they chose that route. There are also our brothers and sisters. They just chose a different route. Boom. Right? It could be some beings that come from a different universe or come from a different universe. Yeah, they chose to be negative, came to take over this realm. Yeah. But at the end of the day, everything source is under control of everything. Okay? Not as in like, oh, I control No, we are all source. See, you have to understand. That's why we're sent on missions, because we are source, y'all. When you understand we are source at the core, we have our own soul experiences and cool. But all that really is just co-created with the one divine source. That's, you know what I'm saying? Not saying we have our own free will. Hey, if you get sent down to earth and source like, okay, as soon as you turn 8, you need to be you need to move to China. Or as soon as you turn 23, you need to move to China. You can choose not to go to China on your own free will. That's on you. You could have been to China and had a whole lesson for you down there, but you just chose to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you chose to be that. So we have our own free will in the choosing, right, what we want to experience, because we are all sparks, different aspects and different energies, different perspectives of the one true source, which we all are. Different aspects, different perspectives, different personalities, how we view life, how we experience life, right? How we see life is different than everything around us. So, but like I was saying earlier, you know, I was going to Walmart and I just see everybody as my brother and my sister, right? Some people are NPCs in there, you know, a few NPCs in there, right? But most of these people here are our brothers and sisters that are just lost, right? That just chose to go to the next experience. Period. And in some souls that just cling on to it and don't want to let it go, but it is destroying. I'm telling you, this system is falling, right? Because it don't serve. It served as a purpose for us to, okay, boom, experience our karmas. It definitely served in that. Don't get me wrong, and it will continue to serve, right? As we elevate the 5D, those people cannot, you know, it's just like, and people have split opinion about that. It just depends on how you view it. Some people believe that there will be a split, right, where 3D Earth will stay exactly where that junk is, right, and 5D Earth is going to be this new Earth where we create this thing, right. And so a lot of new souls come in, a lot of souls who've already transitioned from this life can incarnate there. But a lot of people here are still going through their karmic lessons, karmic tie. They still have things to learn. So, and I've heard many theories about what happened. Just go off what you believe, right? Do the research, do your due diligence, and meditate. Go within, ask your guys, ask your ancestors. I always say this, right? Right? So I'm just gonna allow the experience to happen. I don't have any belief or any attachment to believe what's gonna happen. I'm just experiencing my experience. We understand there's an ascension of consciousness going on right now. So a split when it comes to that, right? Because Gaia is ascending. So a lot of people who don't, I even heard that some of them who are gonna be going to other or alternate. Oh, that makes sense now. Now I heard about that. That we're literally making an alternate Earth where we're all shifting there. So this Earth, this timeline Earth can still stay, and we could be shifting and branching off to a different timeline. That could be, because there are different timelines. So they could be either incarnating into another timeline where it's another Earth like this, or they could be on the same Earth and we're just splitting to a different time, a higher timeline, which is that is most believable to me, right? But you know, people even, ISIS even spoke about, oh, yo, you guys can still communicate to your family even when we transition to 5D, right? Which is cool, because transition to 5D is you are your God self, your true divine self, right? You have full access to your gifts and abilities. You are literally fully activated to your God self. So yeah, but yeah, that was a lot. Then I said, so yeah, like, all right, whatever. But you can still communicate with your family members. You can still communicate. So we don't know how that's going to work out, but I'm not attaching any. There's just one thing I say: don't attach any expectation to any outcomes. We know we're sitting to 5D consciousness. Everyone had different beliefs and different views on it. Just take what resonates for you, okay? And just don't be attached to that outcome. That's the thing. So yeah, but like I was saying, you know, it's sad because they push so much fear and they push all this to make you stray away from yourself, right? To make you praise a God outside of yourself when God is within you and all around you, right? All around us. And it's what we are. We are expressions, aspects of God. We are the same thing, of the source of whatever you want to call it, right? But at the end of the day, we have to realize that there is no separation. People have something about, okay, we have melanated gods and brothers, and then we got the white folk. They came from the Nernians, or they came from this. Yeah, we have different races, right? Different races, different DNA makeups and races. Like, cool, because we have different beings. Let's say we have so-called white folks, which is, I don't even like that word anymore. But them, let's say they came from Nernia, right? Or they came from they were created. or were brought from another planet where they have a different DNA makeup, right? And we have a different DNA makeup. Because you have to understand, yo, ETs are not ETs. They've been here way before the human vessel was created. Okay, let's just be 1,000 on that. Okay, they were here way before the human avatar was created, bro. They helped create the human avatar. You know what I'm saying? In some way. So, yeah, that's why they say, oh, junk DNA. We have DNA from different ET races because they help create the avatar. They help create the realm. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, different people might have different DNA depending on where your bloodline stems from, where where you stem from the beginning, like what avatars you incarnated into. You know what I'm saying? What DNA that goes back to. And you know what? I do believe that our bloodline got something to do with our heritage and stuff like that. Like, I've heard some things about that, but I haven't really went within on that. So just take it how it resonates. But it's just they put so much fear, right? They put so much stuff in everyday things that we use. Just, it's ridiculous, right? To make you scared of who you truly are. Like, what? Like, we know, and look, bro, we're galactic beings. We're freaking, you know what I'm saying? At the core, we are so much more. We're so much more than what they can understand. Like, they understand a lot more about ourselves than most people do on the planet, and that should not be. Alright, that just simply should not be simple. Alright, but we're getting that knowledge back. Thank you. Right, we're getting that knowledge back. We're getting that intuition back. Right, because that's what it is. You can have that whole masculine side, and that masculine side can help you to an extent. But if you don't have that feminine side to really give you that spiritual sense, right? That soul, so that your spiritual senses, right? Your intuition, all that. That's the spiritual side of things. Right, so you have to be balanced. That's why I say you have to be balanced between both of your energies, so you're not too. So a girl is not too masculine, and so a guy is not too feminine. It has to be a balance between two, and it's wild, y'all. But the thing is like there is no separation. Don't let them feed y'all the agenda of separation when there is no separation. Black and white, Lil Baby said it. It's bigger than black and white. It's a whole problem with the way of life that we're living and how we see each other. Lil Baby said it. Go watch the song. Bigger than what is it? I can't even name it, but it said it's a problem with the whole way of life. Can't change overnight. What was it? It's bigger than black and white. Go look it up, Lil Baby. Listen to the song. He spit facts in it. But brother, first time I heard that song, I was just crying. Like, bro, he's speaking facts. And he was like, he can't speak by it, but there's some people who can. That's us. The people who out here, the people who are on the groundwork, the vessels, the channelers of energy that we are, because our body literally channels energy, channeling right now. But you're channeling energy, so you're channeling knowledge, you're challenging. Our bodies are channels, bro. We channel energy all the time. We're not aware of it. Our bodies are literally retrievers, like receivers. We receive. That's why they say downloads. You're receiving energy like codes through your crown chakra, literally. And since our third eye is like booming right now, activated fully. Some are, but some of us aren't, not yet, right? That we can actually see the energy around us, because we are energy, right? We are energy, so we're able to manipulate energy, right? We're able to use energy for good, and that's what we're doing here. My voice speaking is energy, right? It's vibration, right? So just like in music, if you like, I listen to Foster eBay, right? It doesn't matter. Like sometimes, like all these synthetic sounds is not good. But when you're speaking positive things that have that intent, because I'm speaking to serve, I'm speaking to send out the most highest vibration to everybody watching this right now. That's my intentions for this, to spread the knowledge and to get, to get y'all to use the knowledge in the ways to incorporate it in y'all life where y'all can elevate, right? That's the goal. That's the goal, right? We all have our different roles. And that's why people, I'm jealous of you, I'm jealous of you. No, it's because this person is in a certain role in their incarnation, right? That puts them, or just giving them these things to help them support them on their role. Doesn't mean they're better than you. You're getting there. Everyone is getting there on their journey. Nobody is perfect. So stop saying this, oh my God, I'm jealous of that person. That's your brother and your sister that chose to do that role. Enjoy your role, okay? And understand and understand the lessons that it's giving you. All right, so that's pretty much it, bro. This is a deep one, but it was a short one too. 20 minutes, not bad. But anyway, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like and subscribe. Again, my name is Marcus. Appreciate you for joining another video of Spiritual Academy. We out of here. Peace.